of that being said, this cannot continue. There will be either peace or there will be tragedy for Iran far greater than we have witnessed over the last 8 days.
A major flashpoint is unfolding in the Gulf. Iran is reportedly threatening to close the Strait of Hormuz, a vital oil shipping route, and this comes after U.S. bombed 3 of its key nuclear sites. The Strait of Hormuz is a narrow waterway between Iran and Oman, and its narrowest. The maritime passage is 33 kilometers wide, yet it handles roughly 21 million barrels of oil per day. That is about 21% of global oil trade. It also transports 1/3 of the world's liquefied natural gas. Even a partial closure can disrupt global supplies and send prices soaring. The strait is critical for energy exports from Saudi Arabia, UAE, Iraq, and others. Now for India, 2 million barrels of daily oil import pass through here. But India's Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas, Hardeep Singh Puri, has said that India has enough diversified sources to absorb the shock. Energy markets are already reacting, with analysts warning oil could jump to $80 per barrel.
The government under the Honorable Prime Minister has been consistently and periodically reviewing the situation, including the possibility of the closure of the Straits of Hormuz.
U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has called Iran's threat economic suicide, warning Tehran against taking what he called another terrible mistake. Tensions are high, and the world is watching the Strait of Hormuz closely. Well, earlier we were joined by a security analyst and geostrategist, John Rosamondo, from Washington, D.C. And this is what he told us about the ongoing developments in the Israel-Iran war.
I think that what President Trump is saying, in contrast with maybe the Bush and Obama administrations that used American military power to topple governments, that the United States military is not going to be used to end the rule of the mullahs in Tehran. You've had ongoing protests against the mullahs for the past almost 10 years. I could foresee things such as President Trump helping the Iranian people to remain connected to the internet so that they can take matters into their own hands, or maybe the Israelis taking out the besieged militias that murder and oppress the Iranian people when they rise up. So I think that President Trump is, saying that it's up to the Iranian people, but I could conceive some sort of covert operation or something like that. Well, let's put it this way. For the past several years, the people of Iran have been demonstrating in favor of restoring the monarchy. And Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi has been the most important and most popular opposition figure. And he's been reportedly approached by China, America, and other nations about the possibility of forming a government in the event the regime falls.
Now, Iran has warned of retaliatory attacks on U.S. bases in West Asia, and this after U.S. attacked key Iranian nuclear sites, joining Israel in the biggest Western military action against the Islamic Republic since its 1979 revolution. Ali Akbar Velayati, senior advisor to Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, said any country hosting U.S. forces involved in the strikes would be considered a legitimate target. Now, speaking with state-run IRNA, he said America has attacked the heart of the Islamic world and must await irreparable consequences. Now, according to the New York Times, American military and intelligence officials have detected signs of Iran-backed groups preparing to attack U.S. bases in Iraq and possibly Syria. The report quoted an official who said Iraqis are working to dissuade them from attacking. The U.S. has a number of military bases in Iraq, including 2 airfields, Al-Khalid and Ain al-Assad air bases. According to the White House, the U.S. maintains a presence at Ain al-Assad Air Base in western Anbar province, supporting Iraqi security forces and contributing to the NATO mission. Iranian missile strikes targeted the base in 2020 in retaliation for the U.S. killing Iranian General Qasem Soleimani. Now, if we speak of the Erbil Air Base, it is situated in the semi-autonomous Kurdistan region of northern Iraq and serves as a hub for U.S. and coalition forces conducting training exercises and battle drills. Now, coming to Syria, America's Al-Tanf garrison is housed in the southern part of the country, near the borders of Iraq and Jordan. The Trump administration has warned Iran against any retaliation, with Secretary of State Marco Rubio saying that it would be the worst mistake that Iran could ever make. In an exclusive with Fox News, Rubio claimed that U.S.'s goal in the region is not war, but warned that if they are attacked, they will respond with capabilities never seen before. In a separate interview to CBS, Rubio reiterated Washington's determination to protect its personnel in the region. Meanwhile, the U.S. State Department has issued a worldwide caution for Americans, saying the conflict in West Asia can put those traveling or living abroad at an increased security risk. The State Department Security Alert said that there's potential for demonstrations against U.S. citizens and interests abroad, advising Americans worldwide to exercise increased caution.